Welcome to my channel, guys. My name is Diale, and today I want us to talk on this very pertinent topic, which many people lament about at the end of the day. The idea of friendship or friendship. I've heard so many people say different things about friendship. In short, almost every human being has that desire to have a friend, an ideal friend that could really complete what it really takes to keep friendship. But unfortunately, this issue of friendship has become a very scarce, let me call it commodity, to find. Very, very rare, because friendship involves humans, and humans are not easy species to deal with. So let's talk about friendship. Not many people are fortunate about the idea of friendship. Do you agree with me? Very few people, very, very few are fortunate with this issue of friendship. Majority of people, they backed off. In short, they gave up. They retreated after 1, 2, 3 tries. In short, many people, the people they thought were their friends, were frenemies. Frenemies in quotes. Some people have complained of knowing so-called friends for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 40 years, just to realize after those duration of years that those were not really their friends. Those people were indeed their frenemies. They had gross hatred, intense hatred towards them. They were so jealous against them. They had sacred animosity. In short, if they had the way of terminating them, they could have done that. That's concerning. Friendship is indeed not something we should just dive into. It is deeper, a very deeper thing that we can think of. To be a good friend, you first of all have to be a good friend to your own self. You understand? And many people have difficulties accepting themselves. Some people have self-hatred, self-inflicted wounds, traumas, and so on and so forth. Experiences, psychological wounds. Even when they want to try, they can't, because something within is not balanced. So the issue of friendship is very, very concerning, and it's a call for awareness. We all should be careful. And I have a question. Instead of having friends, or instead of being desperate of friends, why don't we just go with acquaintances? Acquaintances are people you know, right? People that you can always do 1 or 2 things with, without necessarily going to deeper things, so many intimate things. Just have people you can do momentary things with, and that would be wonderful. To me, that's safer. And that's how I think about it. In my case, since childhood, I've always been, without knowing, I've always been very, very skeptical about friendship. When I approach somebody, I'm unconsciously, my soul is just unconsciously watching. It just dismisses or accepts from what it watches. My soul is always on alert. And if I see 1, 2, 3 stuff that don't match my soul rejects. And if it matches, my soul begins to consider. And even at that, I have always thought that it's safest to have acquaintances, because friendship is a very, very deep thing. You might go about, and it involves a lot of intimacy and sacrifice, and many people are not ready for that. I have one of my friends, Joyce, one day, excuse me, one of my friends, let me just put it that way. One day we were discussing, and she was saying, my aunt always taught me that there are different categories of friendship. A friend that you talk about academics with, another friend you talk about money matters with, another friend that you can just discuss maybe your marital issues with, like family issues with. There should be different categories of people we deal with. And in all that categorization, at the end of the day, I would prefer using the word acquaintances, because friendship, the word friendship is underestimated. It's something that goes with a lot of sacrifice, and many people are not ready for that. I'm not saying friendship is not good. Friendship is a very, very good thing. Just know maybe surface level friends you can keep, or intimate friends you can keep. Don't assume because somebody is your workmate, they are your friends. There should be a lot in common to consider somebody as your friend, spiritually, physically, maritarily, above all, mindset. That's the most paramount thing. Friendship, before people are friends, they are humans. I've heard people complain about their mothers being jealous of them, giving concrete examples that neighbors can attest to. Their mothers, I used to be so surprised. I mean, real life examples. I used to be so, really? You say your mom hates you? Real life examples. I've heard people complain of their siblings being jealous of them. So if your mom, your siblings, your blood relatives, some people, this is their experience, can be jealous of you, can have hatred towards you, how much more of so-called friends? They are humans. They will do even more because they don't have much in common with you. They don't have deep ties with you. We are not dismissing the idea of friendship, but rather I'm just tired of seeing people being betrayed, being stabbed because of somebody they called friend. That could be avoided. It said that we don't choose our relatives, but at least God has given us the autonomy to choose friendships. We should always have God feeling. We should pray. If we pray for other things, if we think we are really in need of friends, I think that's also something we should commit in prayers and ask for directives. We shouldn't just choose people and make them friends. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. Humans are to be dealt with a lot of care. If kids can give one or two, how much more of adults? Let's go to King David's example. You all know of King David, right? I know of King David. Talking about friendship. Psalms 41 verse 9. Let's dive into it. Even my close friend, someone I trusted, one who shared my bread, has turned against me. That's the cry and lamentation of King David. You see the complaint is giving about his friend, even my close friend. One, he was close. Two, he trusted that friend. Three, he shared his bread with that friend. But in all this, the friend turned against him. Let me add 4, he was a king. The friend didn't even consider being afraid of his status as a king. Of course, if you are a king, you command, right? You are on the top. You rule. Others listen to you. You make the kingdom work. Everyone is subjected to your leadership. But yet, people are even scared of you because you are the authority. They don't want to act anyhow because you also judge. You settle cases. Everyone looks up to you. But what? With all that put together, his friend bypassed all that. He didn't even mind. He was still bold enough to betray a king. My dear, if a king can be betrayed, a man of high stature, with a high status, who are we if a king can be betrayed by a friend? Sometimes I say, is that the spirit of betrayal behind friendship or what? So we are not dismissing friendship, but friendship is not a surface thing. You can always have acquaintances and still be very, very okay. Acquaintances are people you do momentary things with without the need to go very intimate with them about dealings. So let's be careful. Don't betray yourself by giving too much to someone who needed just a percentage in the name of friendship. You can mean all the kindness you want to someone you call a friend. But if that person is the wrong friend, it will only magnify their hatred and jealousy. I heard jealous people don't get satisfied. The more you do stuff for them, as good as they may be, the more they find excuses to be angry with you. What do they think they are? Why did they give me this thing? Oh, so they think they are never satisfied. Don't even think you quench someone's hatred or anger towards you by doing more for them if you already know or you can sense you are hated by them. So it's just a call for awareness. This account is all about awareness, raising your awareness on very pertinent topics so that you can improve your well-being, so that I too can improve my well-being. And at the end of the day, we'll have a better life experience. Thank you for watching my video. If you think friendship is very, very important to you, nobody is dismissing that. There are few people who still have good friends. Make sure you are watching and ticking the boxes. Don't just dive into it. I always say desperation is one of the lowest frequency. Then another one is shame. Do not be desperate for anything, including friendship. Have acquaintances. Take your time before going in for friendships. Pray about it. Acquaintances are always safer. And even with that, be watchful. Above all, be your own best friend. It's awesome. Be your own best friend and have a good friendship with your creator. Those are the two that never fail. Have a nice one. Please like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more videos. Bye.